Let's align our energies with our intentions and goals. Wherever your energy goes, your attention goes. And wherever your attention goes, things start becoming possible to allow you to get whatever it is that you really desire with strong intention. But having said that, we must know that since our attention and energy is scattered and not aligned most of the time, and most of the time getting sidetracked here and there, it becomes more difficult for us to achieve what we desire. Now, I'm not here to prescribe what you should desire, that you know. But if it's not happening, then obviously your attention, your energy is not aligned with your intention. And because it's not aligned, it's scattered. The energy, the attention is scattered. So today we're going to look at what is it that scatters your energy? What is it that takes away your energy from your intentions? You wanted to go somewhere, but it's going somewhere else. So I'd love to hear from a few people, because you must be aware of what makes your energy get diverted from your real intention. Sometimes we don't even know what our real intention is. We forgot that. We are so busy trying to survive in this world. So I'd love to hear from you. What is it that happens with you individually? See, we can make a general statement. I can give you 20 things which take away people's attention from their intentions. But it may be very useful this morning to take a good look at our own selves. So let's do one thing. I'm quoting Mr. Ogmendino, who said, "Today I will start a new life." Yeah, every day is a new day. So today I will start a new life. So in order to start a new life today, I will have to get rid of whatever I'm carrying from the past, isn't it? You keep carrying whatever you're carrying from the past, you cannot start really a new day. Now, whatever it is from the past that you are carrying, most of it is what is interfering and not allowing your energies to be aligned with your intentions. So let me ask you, if I say, today I will start a new life, then what is it we are carrying from the past which we want to get rid of? Yes, Reddy Garu, good morning to you.
Yes, sir. Most of my judgments, sir.
Yeah. Beautiful. Very good. Also, see, the moment we have a judgment, we will have some conclusions, we will have some decisions, and then we'll have some computations, like strategies that this is how I should live my life. All that I'm carrying with me. Beautiful. Very good start. So what will it take for you to drop all those judgments? So every judgment, every conclusion, every decision, every computation that I'm carrying, am I willing to drop and uncreate all of that? Yes? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all 100 shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay? Yes, Petri.
Sir, my thing is from mindlessness to deliberateness, like moving from carelessness to being intentional.
Yeah, so when you have been careless, what is it that you're carrying from the past?
Same, I repeat, sir. I was not intentional. I just pulled away from all the strings from the world.
Okay. Can you give me some practical things? What did you do that pulled you away? What was, see, there was something happening, right? The
Yes.
mind was going somewhere,
Yeah.
your actions was going somewhere.
Mm.
All these things will not be going in the direction of your objectives.
Not. Yeah.
So where were they going?
Uh, some unnecessary stuffs like focusing on not focusing on the goal and just entertaining or going along with the flow, speaking with the people, whoever calls, answering them.
That can also be a part of your network, which can support you in your goals and intentions. So it's not totally invalid. See, having some fun and relaxation in life also is important, no?
True, sir. True.
So we cannot completely disregard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, what I
Get it,
would
sir.
like, what I would like really all of you to do is to really look at the core of what is that main thing that you're carrying and you're not letting go of it. Okay. Once you discover that, it will be so very good. Thank you very much for sharing what you did. Yes, Vilas, good to see you back.
Thank you, sir. Good morning to all. Just I'm looking at my life so far. That drains my energy, takes away my intention and the things what I decided to do in my life. So I just want to remove certain negative people and toxic relationships from my life. Means constant complainers, critics, and the people who always cribbing and telling negative. Whenever I'm sharing some good idea or good thought, they always talk negative about that rather than encouraging and supporting this idea that okay, this is a great idea. Why can't you try it? Rather than they give the opposite feedback. So I just want to eliminate this type of toxic people from my life. And second thing, when I'm alone, I'm always overthinking, and this there is a mental clutter which is going in my mind. So that is a uh, wastage of precious mental energy. What I feel, and there are some unresolved emotions when I come to know while thinking, and there are some poor health habit because of the my profile, having a junk food and not eating in time, doing exercise sometime or not. Sometimes I am really keen to do workout, swimming. So these are the things which I feel, and the main culprit is the digital overload.
Okay, all
Once I
right.
go to,
Hold on. The most important thing, all of these things are very correct, you're saying. But the main thing I want you to relook at, you said I will get rid of all the toxic people and people who are critical. Okay.
yes, yes,
See, the moment you start blocking out anything from your life, you're closing the doors to receiving. Okay.
mm-hmm.
Now, what you want to get rid of is your own reaction and response to those so called toxic, critical people.
Absolutely.
See, because your response to them is that they are judging me,
Mm-hmm.
they are disempowering me,
Mm.
etc., etc. They are discouraging me. That's who you are saying, right?
Yes,
But what they are saying is only words, no?
yes, absolutely.
And those words, you could even use them.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, I tell people that when you are doing a goal setting and goal planning exercise, identify all obstacles
Mm-hmm.
and convert every obstacle into another goal. So if somebody says, suppose somebody says something to you, hey, this is not going to work.
Mm.
Vilas, you're wasting your time with it. This is not going to work.
Yes.
If you are in allowance of that, you can say, okay, good. that's very interesting point of view you have. But can you tell me why you think it's not going to work? So now what will happen is there's some guys who just say something because that's their nature. They have to say something negative. Okay.
Okay.
Like dogs will bark. Some people will always say negative. However, when you ask him a probing question like, oh, great, you think it's not going to work. Okay. I would love to hear from you why you think it won't work. What is the difficulty that you are envisaging? Now, whatever input he gives you will help you to do preemptive planning. Na?
Absolutely.
Thinking is,
Got
okay,
it.
अगर ऐसा जो बोल रहा है अगर ऐसा हो गया तो उसके लिए मेरे पास क्या प्रावधान है? So you can use it. See, the first thing is, there are two things. One is कि you are blocking receiving. The moment they open their mouth, your mind says, "Ye lo, he started his criticism now. He's trying." So you have a judgment there. You have a conclusion there. Correct?
Correct.
He's a bad guy. He is trying to disempower me. ये तो ऐसा ही आदमी है. And I'm not going to listen to him. And why should I listen to such things? The point is, you listen to it. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to disagree with it either. एक आदमी, I mean, my way of thinking is that if somebody is taking the trouble to give me some feedback, right? अपना एनर्जी लगा रहे हैं ना, कुछ
But
तो दे रहा
sometimes,
है.
yes, sorry to interrupt, but sometimes I feel that these people don't have a knowledge or complete picture what they are talking about. And
Maybe.
as you rightly said, I come to know that these people are talking because means they don't want to they don't want to allow me, or they don't feel that I should go ahead of them.
So
So
true,
that
but so the way is not to shut them off.
is.
The way is ask them a question. Okay. Like somebody said, ये नहीं चलने वाला, ये सब कुछ नहीं है, बकवास है ये. So you say, okay, good. Thank you for letting me know. I really value your suggestions, but can you tell me some specific why you think it's not going to work? Now, at that moment, when you ask him, either he will tell you, जो भी उसका observations है, he may tell you that, or he may shut up after that. सीधी सी बात है ना? So the moment you ask him, can you tell me why you think it's not going to work? If he's a genuine fellow, he may tell you also.
Yes.
If he's a non-genuine fellow, he will change the subject and start talking something else. Then he will say something like, देख लो भाई तुम्हारी मर्जी है, करना है तो कर लो. In which case you say, okay, तुम कह रहे हो मेरी मर्जी है तो कर लूं. ठीक है, कर लेता हूं. You get it? So there is no
Yes,
need
yes.
to shut off these people. अच्छा, एक चीज मैं बता दूं आपको. Vilas, most of the time, these people are very close to us.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, they may be wife, they may be uncle, somebody whom you hold in very high regard. You
In
know,
fact,
maybe
mother, father, yeah.
son also. Because see, I would say that, okay, they are saying it out of concern. They are not saying it out of discouraging you. They're saying it out of concern, right?
Yes.
So we can honor that. No? We can honor by saying to them, okay, look here, I understand you're very concerned about me. You want me to succeed in my life. You don't want me to fail. You care for me, and I'm grateful. And you should actually be grateful. नहीं तो उनको क्या
Yes.
जरूरत है बोलने की?
Absolutely, yeah.
तुम भाड़ में जाओ तुम यार, हम क्यों बोले?
I know.
है ना? So if they're saying, you can honor it, especially if they're very close to you also. Even otherwise, I mean, somebody is saying, we are thinking, okay, he's saying out of jealousy. We are saying that he wants to discourage. He is saying because he don't want me to go, उसके आगे निकलना नहीं, all that shit. Maybe true. Okay. But I can use it. Have you heard that donkey story? That man was, I've told it so many times,
Yes.
So donkey was just stepping on the mud. जो जितना mud ऊपर होता गया, he kept on stepping on it and he came out. So we can use. I mean, I am very fully with you that when people talk like that, it's very discouraging. We feel bad about it, etc., etc. But if you train yourself Remember, I always say that communication begins with the willingness to accept another person's point of view without changing it.
Yes.
Now, you don't have to agree with them, you don't have to disagree with them, you don't have to do what they say, you don't even not do what they say, but you can honor them and say, in your mind at least, you know, कि भाई बोल रहा है तो energy लगा रहा है, let me listen. I don't have to agree to anything that he says. And if I feel that he may be able to give me some valuable input, like for example, sometimes people who are your sort of in their mind, they think, you know, you're their competitor and you may go ahead of them. Then you can ask them, nah, why do you think, Mr. So and so, why do you think that this is not going to work? I would love to have your feedback. So in that case,
Nice way
either
to look at it.
or either he'll give you some useful information which might be of use to you,
I
or he
have
will
to be
shut up.
aware of. Yeah.
या वो चुप कर जाएगा, बट आपने उसको निकाला नहीं है जिंदगी से.
Hmm.
Because, you know, see, when some you like making relationships in this world is very difficult. Okay. Getting rid of relationship very easy. It takes 2 minutes to do that. Right. But having people in our network of relationship is always very useful. And I believe if today we are going to start a new life, let us learn how to nurture our relationships so that we can support each other. And I want to make a quick reminder to all of you. What is the purpose of a relationship? I've told it many times. Who remembers? Can I hear it?
To empower each other and to help to grow each other and to make each other's life more meaningful and purposeful.
Right. To support each other, to empower each other, to make each other stronger. That's the purpose of a relationship. Some people forget that. When they try to pull you down, when they try to discourage you, they are not realizing कि look, we are talking because we have a relationship. अगर हमारा रिश्ता नहीं होता तो हम बात ही नहीं करते ना. There would be no need to talk. I mean, do you talk to somebody who's a stranger on the road? You may say hi,
No.
hello, right? So people forget it. So today I start a new life in which I'm going to make sure that I remind people that the purpose of a relationship is to support each other unconditionally, empower each other, and make each other stronger. Now I can say, कि भाई, I am so trying, but they are not responding. Yeah, it happens also. But you know something, if I am committed to that, and if I do not judge them, and if I do not resist them, then slowly, you can bring them in and make them realize, hey, listen, they will feel with your actions, okay, you're empowering them, you're supporting them. But what happens is that when you don't like them, and for some of their behaviors, you start resisting them. For example, very typical one is, he thinks he calls him my friend, but he never listens to me. He is my son, but he never listens to me. He is my staff member, so he never listens to me. Then we start doing judgment on that fellow. Then we make some conclusion about that fellow. We make some decision about that fellow. And they always know that you're doing that. So if you expect them to support you, empower you, make you stronger, then they will not do that. Because you have that holier than thou, I am a very Mahan fellow. I am trying to empower them. I am trying to support them. I am trying to make them stronger, but they are not trying. So I reject them. So bye-bye relationship. Then what kind of relationship we are left with, my friends?
Hmm.
So they are,
You will stay alone.
they may stay in your life because उनको पूरी तरह हटाओगे भी नहीं ना आप.
No, yeah, there are circle as you rightly said. We have to have a certain people in your life that is blood relatives, and the people we selected that these people are. We have to accept the people as they are, and they are a part of our life.
You know, Gary, the founder of Access Consciousness, he always says, more judgments you're willing to accept, the richer you're going to become.
Hmm. Yeah,
Means
wonderful.
if people's judgment is not bothering you, we have one very dear friend of ours, and his wife is, family friend of my wife. And that fellow is a kind of autistic guy, but he's very successful in what he does. Very
Wonderful.
successful in business. He's very successful in BNI. He's very successful in Rotary. Okay. I mean, he's such a guy. People will say कि ये कैसा आदमी है, इसको अक्ल नहीं है, कुछ भी करता रहता है. But he gets things done. He was able to go to Kokila Ben and get her to support his Rotary cause for
Mhm.
Little Hearts operations and all that. Because he doesn't care for anybody's judgment. He's absolutely blind. If somebody is judging him or not, he doesn't care. उसको जो करना है वो कर देता है. You will find this quality among a lot of people who become very rich and very prosperous, that they are willing to include everybody. They don't exclude anyone. Obviously, you cannot give time to everyone, but in their mind, at least, they are not excluding. They are open to everybody. But we are so judgmental, and our judgment comes very strong when people say negative things to us, then judgment becomes even more strong. And then the moment that judgment becomes strong, आप उनको, you may be with them, but they are not with you really. है ना?
Got it, sir. Just as our desire and intentions should be so strong that we have to take the feedback and go on. Yeah.
Intention is strong. You will make use of everything that comes in your way. Na?
Yeah.
You
That
can
is
say
helping stone, or what you call that,
stepping stone.
stepping stone.
So attitude is I will use everything as a stepping stone. Negative bolta hai, to I will use that also to find out some new thing. Okay. Because if
Mhm.
somebody says it's not the way you are going about it, Mr. Malvai, it's not possible. Then I'll say, okay, do you have any other way you can suggest to me? So many of them will say, no, I don't have any other suggestion, but the way you are going is not going to happen. I'll say, okay, then in my mind, I'll say, okay, so what else is possible? Awareness will tell me, na? But the moment you get hooked to what that fellow is saying, because now you're hooked, you're judging him, yaar, ye hamesha mere ko discourage karta hai. Now it has taken your energy away from your intention. Instead of asking what else is possible or how does it get any better than this, you're getting into that conversation, ऐसे लोगों को जिंदगी से हटाओ, and I don't want to, boo, boo, boo. And then nothing happens. You wasted half an hour, 1 hour, maybe one day also. Okay, so today we start a new life. And what is it that you'd like to shed? You start a new life. You don't want to wear old 20-year-old clothes today, do you? Some of us are very fond of 20-year-old clothes. I still have a pant which is 20-year-old. I still like it. But I'll not wear that pant because it's a new day. If I'm going for a celebration, will I wear old clothes? So today I start a new life. And what is it that I'm going to leave behind? Because there is not enough space in my vehicle to carry all my pichla old kachada with me. I have to go forward in the future. So what is it I'm going to shed? And I'd like you all to think about it. What is it that I'll have to drop? Reddy Garu very nicely told, drop all my judgments. Because the biggest bimari is that only. Because from judgment comes our conclusion. From our conclusion, there come decision. And then from decision, we make our strategy. And the same old strategy we want to keep on using, whether it works or not. So today we start a new life. Today we start a wonderful life. From now, my life is not going to be what it was yesterday. And if I have an opportunity to create a new life, start thinking, what would you create in this new life? You can say, I will have a new life from today, but you're doing same thing like every day. That's not a new life, is it? I'm not just saying for the sake of saying, let's really look and say, I am starting a new life. I'm dropping everything that I'm carrying from the past. And my new life is not going to be reaction to the past also. I'll just start a new life with fresh eyes, fresh thoughts, fresh everything. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. And thank you very much for being there again, you wonderful people.